Hi, I'm Brian Van.
And I'm Smitty.
From SportBikeTrackGear.com. Today we're going to do a video review on the Alpinestars Bionic back protector. The first thing I want to do is I want to talk about sizing. How do I choose the right size? Simply use the size chart provided on the website. It'll call out back protector as well. The measurement that I want you to take and pay the most attention to is your height, okay? Because what we're trying to do with the back protector is make sure it is long enough for your torso, okay? There's a lot of other different measurements there, chest, all that stuff. The main one that we need you to pay attention to with the back protector, certainly look at all of them. The main one is going to be the height. It runs from a size small up to the extra large, which is the largest one. And essentially, if you're 6'1" or over, right in that range, okay, you're going to be using the extra large. Let's talk about how it straps to your body, the different adjustments, right? And then we're going to pull it off, Smitty. I'm going to give you a real high-level look at this piece, as detailed as possible. You want to go ahead and turn around, just give an idea of what it looks like. Essentially what we have here, we've got some hard plastic outer plates, some holes in it to maintain ventilation, right? We'll show you how the padding on the other side of this works in conjunction with that to keep you as cool as possible. Remember, anytime you add a level of protection, it does increase the heat a bit. We've got over-the-shoulder straps, they're adjustable, and we have waist straps that have 2 levels of adjustment. If you want to turn sideways right to here, raise your arm. The over-the-shoulder strap's a nice quality spandex style strap. For Smitty, what we've done is we basically open it up as much as you can. It uses a pretty standard D-ring style adjuster right here, right? We can go ahead and snug that up a little bit if we want to. What I really like to do with this, I like to get this to a good comfortable spot. You don't want this too tight where it can cut off any circulation, right? You cut off circulation, that can result in some arm pumps and discomfort, and that's just no fun. So I kind of gravitate personally a little more to the loose side with those over-the-shoulder straps. It keeps it more comfortable, maintains proper circulation. The waist belt, okay, is a 2-stage waist belt. The first one, the main one, what you want to do here, you don't want to pull this as tight as possible because this one doesn't really have a lot of elastic properties to it, okay? What you want to do here is you want to leave this one a little bit loose because remember, when you're doing something that's athletic, your waist is changing sizes as your abs expand and contract, right? Mm-hmm. If you make this thing super tight, it's going to bind, it's going to be uncomfortable. You don't want to do that. You want to leave this thing so that definitely there's some slop in it, like so. Now, dial the rest of the fit in using these secondary straps. These are the tension straps. Definitely elasticated, right? Velcro right there. Let's do the other side the same way. You don't need to crank these down super tight, just enough so you can feel there's some tension on it, and then as you have it on, you've got your jacket or your suit on, and you're moving, these are going to move with you, and it's not going to damage the actual waist strap itself. You make that waist strap too tight, it's going to pull hard, and it could eventually wear the strap out and kind of pull it off the back protector. So pay attention to that for sure. A cool feature with this is, let's say that you're out and you're riding and you're really getting worn out, your torso's getting weak, you can take these things and just crank them up big time, both sides, and it really adds a lot of tension to your torso and helps make that feel a little stronger than it did. Turn to the side. Last thing I want to show you is there is a little bit of, it's kind of hard to see from this side, but there's a little bit of kidney protection built in. We're going to show you that when we take this off, Smitty, and give you a look from the inside out. Okay, here we go. Let's give you a real close-up look at this. Obviously, we've got 5 articulating plates, okay? Hard outer shell. The idea here is it takes an impact and it's going to disperse that energy over a broader field. That's the purpose behind this hard shell. Come to the other side of it, we have tons of energy absorbing foam. There's going to be multiple layers of this. There's stuff underneath that we're unable to show you because we can't disassemble this. Plenty of ventilation and perforation built into this to keep you as cool and comfortable as possible. Remember, like I said, anytime you add a layer of protection, it's going to be a little bit hotter. In my opinion, it's definitely worth being a little bit hotter because this is a very protective piece, CE certified to level 2. A little bit of kidney protection built in, right? These are rather thin. They're going to do a little bit to help you in that area, but it keeps it comfortable. One of the things that we see with the Alpinestars body armor line is they tend to be slimmer in design than some of the other stuff that we see out there, okay? If you know you don't have a lot of room in your suit to accommodate a larger protector that has more coverage for your shoulder blade area, maybe even a little thicker, this is a great option because it is very protective in the areas that it covers, and it's much slimmer by design, so it takes up less room in the suit. If you ever have any questions about this product, about sizing for this product, applications, anything, feel free to contact us. We'll get you here toll free by phone, 888-784-4327, or shoot us an email to orders@sportbiketracker.com. Our product knowledge, especially for Alpinestars, is the best in the business, period. You will not find better knowledge anywhere. We can answer any question that you throw at us, and we're happy to do so because we are a full service facility here at STG. I'm Brian Van, and this is the Alpinestars Bionic